big things today. We've got our second ever Totalizer update for this year's Blue Peter Appeal. We're keeping our fingers crossed and I hope you lot too as well.
And we've got a very special guest. She's come all the way from America. She's the star of award-winning show iCarly, and she's even acted alongside Jack Black in School of Rock. He's going mad for it, that's why he's howling already. Her debut album will be released next year. It is, of course, Miranda Cosgrove.
Come on.
Hi, Miranda. Come on in.
Hi, how are you guys?
Welcome to the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now, you are the star of a brand new animated film, Despicable Me, Margot, but you're one of 3 girls in it, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
I loved your character, but I've got to be honest, I loved the little one.
I know, I love her. She's adorable. She makes up her own lines on the spot, too.
Genius.
There's a unicorn song in the movie that she totally made up herself.
Now, Andy, I want you to put these on.
What, these very special manly headphones?
Because we don't want you to hear any of the characters in the film. We've got a bit of a challenge for him later on. Shh. The rest of us can have a look, though. Here's the trailer.
Hi.
For Groove, being a supervillain isn't easy.
We stole the Statue of Liberty, the small one from Las Vegas.
He has to control
Listen up, please.
an army of minions.
Dave?
He has to outsmart a ruthless archenemy. And he's about to inherit
Hello?
3 small problems.
I am so excited that we have been joined. You can take these off now, Nick.
Oh, that is remarkably refreshing. Oh, thanks. See? Broken. Right, Miranda, who are these yellow creatures who are actually quite freaking me out?
Okay, these guys are called minions, and as you saw there in the movie,
What's going on?
they do kind of little favors, like anything you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They play a
Make
massive
cupcakes.
part in the film, but you said, you know, that wasn't how it was intended originally.
Yeah, I guess in the original script they weren't in it, and then last minute they were added. Now they're like one of the main things in the movie. Hi.
I'd like to take one of these home.
Yeah, I'd love one. Have you got one of these at home?
I do. I have a gigantic stuffed animal minion on my bed in LA.
Love the minions.
Well, why wouldn't you? Your character appeared in the trailer at the end. We're going to talk a little bit more about what you do in a minute, but she's quite a bossy character in the film, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she's a little bossy. She's kind of like the mother figure because she has 2 little sisters.
Do you know what, though? There's nothing wrong with a bossy girl, is there, Andy?
No, I'm not saying anything at this moment in time I get a hit. Right, now to something completely different. Now, if you've ever heard of parkour, you know it's a sport that requires strength and stamina. But at this point, will I be able to perform it live? Wow, parkour was actually amazing.
You made that look easy, but I imagine it isn't.
It is tough, but I would say this now, if you're ever going to practice, make sure you do it safely. I sound like a dad now, but...
Yes, Dad.
Right, now to our guest, Miranda Cosgrove's here from the Despicable Me. Now, it's out in the cinemas on the 15th of October, so make sure you go watch it. You've seen it already, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I got to go to a screening, and I've got to be honest, I'm going to sound like a mum now, if you're the dad.
Go on, then.
My first 3D films, first time I've
It was
seen a
the
film.
first 3D film you've
She
ever
doesn't
seen.
really get out much. I mean, she's rowing often.
Shut up!
Now, Miranda, how different was it to act or do the voice in this film in comparison to a TV show like iCarly?
You know, I thought it was going to be easier because you can go to work in your pajamas and everything. But then once I got there, I realized it's harder because you have to put so much expression into everything since you're not really being seen. But it was a lot of fun. I got to go crazy.
And how does it actually work in the recording studio? Do you get to watch what's on screen and then you do the voice, or do they just block it off from you? You've just got to kind of improvise?
Well, when I first went in, they showed me pictures of the minions and pictures of my character Margot and just of the whole world so I could imagine it better. And yeah, and then they just kind of helped me out. And it was fun because the director would let me just do random takes. Like, he'd be like, just do whatever you want this time.
That's great, but it must be quite tough though, because you can't actually interact off anything else like as you would on TV. Now, did you actually see any of your expressions that you did in the booth actually on the film?
Yeah, I did. You know, the first time I went in, I didn't know that they were filming me the entire time. But yeah, they film me the whole time and they use your expressions and stuff. So when I'm mad, I always put my hand on my hip.
And your character
and I
does
do that
as well.
a lot in the movie.
But do you actually get to see any of the other actors and actresses then?
I met Julie Andrews one of the first days when I went in, and she's really elegant. She's like the queen or something. I like her.
Well, Andy, I hope you're paying close attention there because you've got a bit of a challenge. He fancies himself as a bit of an actor.
A thespian, you know.
So we are going to let him have a go at voicing the lead character. Now, have a look at this picture. This is the lead character. All we can tell you is that he's a villain, he's evil, and he is a little bit fat, so use that as your motivation.
I'll just bloat myself out, shall I? OK.
Let's go over to the voiceover booth. I think you've made a friend there, Miranda.
I know, I love your dog.
Sticking to him like glue.
OK, I'm ready for this.
OK, have a seat. Are you ready? Are you poised for this?
I am ready. This is kind of like a real movie. OK, I'm ready.
OK, somebody press play.
OK, here we go. Next, we are going to steal. Pause for effect. The moon! And once the moon is mine, the world will give me whatever I want to get it back. And I'll be the greatest villain of all time!
Nice! That was awesome.
Well.
That was great.
I have to be honest, I thought he was going to get the giggles in that. Did he sound evil enough, Miranda?
I think he sounded evil. He did.
OK, well, let's have a look at the real thing.
There's a hen evil.
Next, we are going to steal
Pause for effect.
the moon! And once the moon is mine, the world will give me whatever I want to get it back. And I will be the greatest villain of all time!
Hey, if you've got any contacts, just chuck them my way.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll call you, Randy. Whatever. Right, we've had loads of questions for you on our message boards. And quite frankly, we're using any excuse to get the minions back in. Hello.
I love the minions.
Can I have a question? Thank you. Wow.
Backward hand slap there, love it.
Queen Baking Sparrow says, "Hi Miranda, I love the show iCarly, but who is your favourite singer and why?"
My favourite singer, I love Katy Perry, and I also love Gwen Stefani. So between the two.
Quite nice. Right, Minion, may I have this?
Don't break the minion, Andy.
Oh! I'm taking the minions up, Hey, it's live TV, I love it. Now, 11:45%. What's your favourite thing to do? What's your favourite thing to do when you're not filming?
My favourite thing to do, well, I don't injure minions often, but
It's a great minion.
But yeah, I go horseback riding with one of my best friends a lot, up in the Hollywood Hills,
Okay.
right where the Hollywood sign is. It's
Nice
a really
one.
beautiful view.
All right, now we're talking horses. Let's go to donkeys because there's a lad who has 11 of them as pets. His name's Robert, and he's 13 years old. I'm so
I'll
sorry,
get a
Minion.
plaster. 11 donkeys. Does that make it a herd? Well, thank you for telling us
boy.
about your herd of donkeys, Robert, and thank you if you've been getting involved with this year's appeal. Time is running out, so if you've got a card, make sure you get creative and get it back in the post to us really quickly.
That's true, and when you are making your card, make sure you write your first name only at the back. We don't want you to write anything on the insides, and make sure you use all the stuff that's in the pack. And as well, if you're going to use some glue, make sure it dries before you put it in the envelope, because people have had a bit of trouble getting stuck pulling it out. Right, we've got our celebrity Miranda Cosgrove here. She'll be making a Christmas card. Let's take a look. What you got?
What do you guys think?
That's pretty special.
Not bad, right?
Very good.
She's going to let the glue dry before she puts it back in the envelope.
She's a smart girl, and we've got loads for you, other celebrities. Head over to the website to find out more.
Right, let's find out, though, how we are doing. Let's head over to the totaliser.
Yes, drum roll, please.
Thank you, Minion. OK, 3, 2, 1, go!
Bang!
We've got...
20,000!
We have got more than 20.
Done!
That means we have
Legend.
actually got to the target. So do you know what we're going to do now? Set a brand new target. Let's see if we can go one better and go for 50,000 cards. If you have a card pack, complete your cards and send them back to us now. Do it quickly.
Very true. Sadly, that is it for today, Miranda. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say at this time, I do not discriminate against minions. I really love them. Sorry for grabbing your hand. But join us next week where The Wanted will be performing their brand new sequel and will be attempting a brand new world record.
Yeah, no minions were hurt in the making of this programme. And next time, Barney will be facing his ultimate fear. He will be heading into water. That's a big ask of that.
It is a very big ask, but...
All right, well, we will see you next time. Keep away from the minions, Andy.
We'll see you
Bye
later.
for now.
Hope you repair that hand a bit later on.
Yes,
Bye-bye. Oh, that is really weird. That is really...